Hi guys, welcome to the New Agent Orientation, and we're gonna get going, and I want to try to quickly get through the first part, the why secret. So a couple reasons and a couple announcements. First of all, we now have an official company business overview on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and I'll give you the resource for that, but want to make sure that everyone plugs in and takes advantage of that, and you're always going to have a six-figure earner, diamond agent who will be doing the business overview, the company showcase for you. And so you can bring your guests onto that. You can learn more about the compensation plan every single week. So that'll be on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. and I'm going to give you some resources later. Also, a reminder to everyone that the new hair products are officially launched, so you can add those to your bundles now, to your replenishment. And of course, we're starting a new month, and we'll talk about how you can get those amazing products free. And also this week, the Balancing Facial Serums, which is one of my personal favorite products, is the product of the week. And so if you promote that to your customers or you yourself order it, you're going to actually get 10% off of that particular product this week, and that is through Sunday. So make sure you take advantage of that. And by the way, my name is Nicole Wong, and I'm calling in now from Seattle, Washington. Just got back from Hawaii. So I'm really excited to meet all of the new agents. I hope that are jumping on board. And I'm looking forward to answering your questions. Let me make sure actually that the Q&A is turned on. Okay. And we're going to hop to it. So let me share my slides, and I'll go through the agenda with you. So this is our new agent orientation. I just want to welcome you, congratulate you on your decision to become a secret agent, and let you know why it is the best decision that you could have possibly ever made, and to reassure you. So tonight we're going to be covering a few things, and we want to make sure that you get a thorough education on how to properly launch your business. So we'll talk about the why, the what, and the how. So make sure that you have a pen and paper handy. You're ready to take down this information. A lot of it is only going to be available to you in the orientation. So this is really going to give you a walkthrough and some step-by-step guides. And so you definitely want to take notes. You definitely want to personalize this information to you as we go through it. So don't just listen, don't just watch. I really encourage you to engage, write down your answers and what specifically applies to you, and do this along with me. So we'll also set some expectations, the guidelines that you need to follow to have success. I will give you some valuable resources at the end. This will be some helpful stuff that you're definitely going to want to jot down. So again, make sure you have that pen and paper handy. And then at the end, we will wrap it up with your goals and the assignments, the action plan to accomplish those goals. So first of all, let me just quickly introduce myself. This is me, and my background was in health and fitness. I was a personal trainer. I had my own business, and I was working on that career for about 10 years. I really loved it. I enjoyed it. I made good money per hour, but I just found myself working 6 days a week from 5:45 in the morning to 9:30 at night. And after 10 years of building this career, I still had no savings, no retirement, really no time, and no plan B. Worst of all, I found myself with pneumonia for about 90 days, and it took less than 3 months for me to go bankrupt. That was a really big hole to dig out of. Sorry guys, getting a cold, or getting better from a cold. But fortunately, along came Seacret, and I got started just like anyone else with a wow party. So this was me at my very first wow party with my friends in my little living room with my product. Of course, I invested in the biggest package, and it was definitely a stretch for me because, like I said, I had just bankrupted my business. I had to actually borrow this money from my tax account that I owed to the IRS, and then be sure that I was determined to earn that money back. So it wasn't anything fancy, but I worked really, really hard, and definitely applied myself, and that within, the first year, things really started to turn around for me. I started getting promoted and I started getting paid. I became a six-figure earner with the company within my first year. By my second year, I more than doubled that income, and the rest is really history. It's totally changed my life and my lifestyle. I've gotten to meet amazing people, people like Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank here. And, also just make amazing friendships and relationships with incredible people in the company, travel the world, spend more time with family, do the things that really matter and are important in life. And, life is short. And so this has really just given me a vehicle to do the things that I believe in and I care about. And so what I want to show you is why this was possible for me, why I was able to so quickly turn things around. Now, obviously, it took time, it took a lot of energy, and I had learned a lot of skills because I'd actually been pursuing network marketing for about 7 years prior to Seacret, but I never made any real income. So I want to show you why Seacret was different and why I got results with this company. It's not just about having a business to sign up for. For something to really be an opportunity, you have to have all of the right components that align. Clearly you want to be with the right company, but you also need to be in a company that's within the right industry. You have to have the right product to deliver to the marketplace. Then you have to be properly and, well compensated for doing that. And most importantly, you have to have the right timing. So when you look at a company, you want to make sure that you're associating your good name with a company that's credible and that's also stable and that has a lifespan, some longevity to it. You want to make sure that the industry you're entering is not saturated, but it's actually expanding and there's room for growth. When it comes to the product, you definitely want to have something that is unique. If you don't have a unique product, you're forced to compete with everyone else on price, and that drives the value of your product down. You also want to have a consumable product, because if you don't have a consumable product, every time you make a sale, you're going to be out of customer. You're going to be forced to constantly be going out there and looking for new people all the time just to stay in business. And most importantly, you want to have a product for which there's a demand, because that makes it easy to sell. You have to have something that people actually want and fills a need in the marketplace. Most importantly, the compensation has got to prove that it's worth your while. And then the timing is really everything in business. As they say, in real estate, it's location, 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 but in business, it's timing, timing, timing. So I'll show you why with Seacret, we absolutely have the right company. First of all, it's a solid company that's been around for a decade. We've actually done $1 billion in retail sales with this product in over 40 countries worldwide. And we have a partnership with one of the largest, most prestigious manufacturers in the world, which is L'Oreal. And so we definitely have a very credible and stable company, and it has a proven demand for this product, which is what's really interesting and exciting. Now, the skincare industry is one of the best you could possibly be getting into for business, because it is the fastest growing industry out there. In fact, it's expected to double in the next 2 years. It's also a recession-proof industry, so it's not just a trendy thing that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. People everywhere, we all have skin and everyone is doing something to take care of it. And that doesn't stop when the economy's down or anything like that, right? So no matter what, people are always going to participate in personal hygiene. And this has been proven throughout history for centuries. We have also noticed that spending on anti-aging products alone is actually expected to reach almost $300 billion by the end of this year. So the fastest growing segments within skincare are actually anti-aging products, men's care products, and natural ingredient products. And what's exciting is we have all of these to offer here at Seacret. And so speaking of our products, like I said, you want to have something unique, and absolutely nothing is more unique than the Dead Sea. There's only one in the world. It's actually one of the wonders of the world because it's the lowest place on Earth, which makes it the saltiest place on Earth. And there's exclusive mineral content in the Dead Sea that makes it extremely healing. So our products have natural healing elements because of the Dead Sea minerals. And the Dead Sea has been known for thousands of years as a resource for relief for conditions like psoriasis, eczema, acne, rosacea. People have been traveling from all over the world just to bathe in the water, scrub themselves with the salt, and cover themselves with the mud. And we take those healing elements of the Dead Sea and we incorporate them into all of our products. And then, of course, we add the latest and greatest technology in science and add that to enhance the products, and therefore you get the patent and wow factor instant age reversing results that our products offer. So we have over 40 demonstratable, highly consumable products for the entire household. And why this is important for you is to know that you don't have to be a salesperson. Because we have these instant wow factor products and because you can just demonstrate them, you don't have to be a great salesperson. You just need to be busy. You don't need to be good. You just need to be busy. All you have to do is put these products on people and they're going to fall in love. And the great thing is once someone falls in love, they're going to continue to buy the product. And so that's what's so important about having consumable products. And so you can actually find that we have products for absolutely everyone in the household to use from their head to their toes. Like I mentioned, we have our new hair products down to our foot products. So we've got something for everyone, and one household can literally consume hundreds to thousands of dollars of your brand of Seacret products from head to toe every single month. We also provide the right compensation for you, referring people and delivering this product. So first of all, we have a 3-part hybrid. And what this means is we have a compensation plan that's going to meet you exactly where you're at. We have the big upfront money for your personal efforts. We have the compounding long-term money that you can build and create a residual income. And we have the exponential growth or momentum money that's really exciting to take advantage of as you grow. So skincare itself is the highest profit margin commodity, and as you can see, that's what makes it possible for Seacret to be able to pay up to 150% on our retail commissions. So it's a very, again, lucrative commodity to be involved with, and particularly with Seacret, it's very aggressive pay structure. Now, 70% of skincare product consumers are brand loyal. That is a fact and a real statistic. And so, people tend to stick to their products for years and years and buy them over and over and over just because they're not working. So imagine when you share with people, higher quality products that produce, greater results and offer more value, how long they're going to continue to be your customers, pretty much for life. And that's where that residual long-term money comes in. And a recent study was done and has shown that over 85% of all the top income earners industry-wide in direct sales are in binary compensation models, which is exactly what we have in Seacret with our team commissions, and that provides that exponential growth or momentum money. And lastly, we have the right timing. And so, what an opportunity is. Again, it's not just a business. It's not just a company to sign up with. Opportunity means you're able to fill a need in the marketplace at the right time. And that's really what it boils down to in business. And so here's what's so unique about Seacret is that you have a rock solid company, a company that's been around for 10 years and has done $1 billion in sales in 40 countries. But this is just the beginning of the launch of Seacret Direct. And so you still have a ground floor opportunity where you get first mover's advantage to offer the same high-end, high-quality product that people have been loving for a decade and buying at 2 to 3 times the price, and give over 50% discount for the first time to our entire country and lots of new countries opening up. So actually over 50% of the United States is still completely untouched, and we have new markets opening all the time, including international countries like Japan. So Seacret is, in fact, the fastest growing company, #1 on the list of the direct sales news global list. We grew by triple digits, by 104% last year, and absolutely no one else did that, which is really impressive. And we've also created multiple seven-figure earners, meaning there are actually people who are already earning over $1 million a year with Seacret from home. And we have opened 5 international countries in less than 4 years. So that is just completely impressive, considering we only opened 4 years ago, that we've launched 5 international countries. Now, the best part is that you're right here, okay? So we've spent those last 4 years developing the company, in the formulation and concentration phase. So, coming out with all our patents and formulations, developing our partnership with our manufacturer, creating our systems, our tools, our customer program. All of that has been done. And what's really exciting is we are now just starting to approach the bended knee effect and tip into hypergrowth. And so you really want to get started pre-momentum, which is exactly where you're at. So you're kind of in the sweet spot of the company. Everything is at your fingertips and your disposal, and yet you can go out there and talk to 10 people tomorrow, and I guarantee you that 9.5 of them won't have heard of Seacret, and if they have, it's because they tried the product in the kiosk. And that time is not going to last long, so you definitely want to take advantage of it. Now, the reason that Seacret is the best opportunity and vehicle for you to reach your life goals and dreams as well is because, this opportunity gives an average person like me or you to move over, to the other side of the quadrant. So most of us start on this left side of the quadrant where we're being leveraged, okay? So that means that we have a job or we own a job. And when we're on this side, we're 100% responsible for our income, and someone else is leveraging our time. And even if you work for yourself, you're still trading your time for money. And so the reason that you can never get ahead when you're trading your time for money is because you can never get more time. We all only have 24 hours in a day. And so the goal is to get to the other side of the quadrant where you have leverage. This is the only way to create time. And real wealth and real freedom comes from having time freedom and money freedom. And so when you're on this side of the quadrant, rather than being 100% responsible for your income, you're only 1% responsible for your income. And so that's possible because you have a system and a network that works for you, and that creates passive income. Now, eventually you want to become an investor where your money is able to work for you too. But, you kind of heard the phrase, it takes money to make money. And, sometimes it takes a lot of money to even start a business to get started. And so for a relatively low cost, we all are able to become business owners and, invest our sweat equity to create a network and to create a system that's able to produce passive income, to create leverage for us. And leverage equals freedom. So that's where freedom comes from. That's how you get it. And really there's 3 forms of leverage out there. And with our compensation plan and this business structure and the model and the system that we have here with Seacret, we're able to provide all 3 forms of leverage for you to create true freedom for your life. So first of all, the first form of freedom is profits, and profits is financial gain. So this is not about trading your time for money. This is an income stream that you're able to create independent of your time investment. Okay, so in other words, when you work a job, let's say you make $30 an hour, it takes an hour to make $30. There's nothing you can do to make any more money except to work more hours. But when you create a profit, you're not trading your time for money, you're trading your product for a profit. And so that is unlimited. You can, create, a huge amount of profit in any time constraint. The second form of profit is residuals. So this is repeated financial gain. It's an income stream that's recurring from your initial efforts. And this is one of the most powerful forms of leverage that exists on the planet. When you're able to go out there and do something once, go out there and make a sale, put in some effort, do some work, and to get paid for that effort over and over and over and over, even though you only did it one time. And it's easy to see how that creates freedom. The third form of leverage is creating a passive income. And passive income is multiplied profits and residuals. So, you might be able to go out there and generate X amount of profit or create X amount of residuals on your own. But when you create passive income, this is an income stream that's independent of your own efforts. So that means, you're just able to, again, leverage a network and a system to multiply those profits and residuals. And we're able to do this with our global customer pool, with our team commissions, with our check match. There's lots of ways that you can create a real passive income with Seacret. And I'm going to show you in just a bit how to do that and how to unlock the compensation plan. But just like there's 3 forms of leverage, there are 3 forms of freedom that you want to reach and you want to achieve. And this is where this gets personal, so I want to make sure that not only are you writing this down, but again, you make it personal to you. You answer these questions in relation to your own life and where you're at and your own goals. So the first phase of freedom is survival. And this is where most of us start out, and it's where most of us are spending most of our income. I know for me at one time, 90% of my income, I think, went just to paying my rent. So think about the number that it takes you to survive. How much do you pay just to keep the roof over your head, the food on your table, the gas in your tank, just to pay those bills? And then what's left? And often, it's not only is there nothing left, but we're behind. We have too much month at the end of the money. And so obviously we want to break free from that first level of freedom so that we can start to create a real lifestyle. Now ask yourself, if you weren't in survival phase, what would your lifestyle look like? Whatever that number is that you wrote down, whether it's $1,500 or $2,000 a month or however much it is that you're earning every month and you're putting just towards surviving, if that money was yours to actually spend how you wanted to spend it, on not surviving but on living, what would your lifestyle look like? Would you eat at the same restaurants, or would you eat more organic? Would you have different hobbies? Would you live in the same neighborhood, drive the same car, wear the same wardrobe, brands or clothing? Would you be having the same education or giving the same education that you are to your kids? Would you see the world more? Would you go on more vacations? Would you spend your time doing things differently? If you had that $2,000 that you were spending on bills to do whatever you wanted, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you be? And this is where you're able to allow yourself to dream. And sometimes we stop dreaming because all of these things just get pushed back to the back burner. We stop believing that they're ever possible because we're just stuck in the survival phase. And so we kind of turn off the dreamer button. And so, once you get past that, you can move on and move forward. Now, of course, our money is hard earned and you have every right to enjoy it. But, what we really want to get down to is, what is your why? And your why stands for what hurts you. And, what is the thing that really matters? In the end, if you were to take some extra time away from your family and your job and whatever it is you're doing to actually build freedom for yourself, what would it mean? What would it really mean to get out of the survival phase and even beyond the lifestyle phase? What would you do with your time and your money if they were no longer an issue, if they were, no longer a factor? Would you give to a cause, or would you spend your time differently? Is there someone else that you would help, whether it's a family member, whether it's a community, a church? It doesn't really matter, but do you want to retire your husband? Do you want to give your kids a better life than you had? Do you want to spend your time doing something that you're passionate about, you believe in, and you feel that it serves your purpose here on this planet? What is significant, or what is a level of contribution that you'd like to achieve that you don't even really think about or dream about because, you're stuck in the survival phase and you haven't even reached the lifestyle that you would like to? So, write those things down, jot them down quickly, but take note of them so that you can come back and you can build a vision board from this and You can buff it out and build it out. But from this, you can really start to map out your 5-year mission. And you really want to have a 5-year mission, a 5-year plan. They say that people spend more time talking about and thinking about what they're going to eat for dinner or what their next vacation is going to be like than they do planning the next 5 years of your life. And I can tell you that the 3% of people that write their goals down and make a plan for the next 5 years are the 3% of the top 3% of the world. And so if you've never done it before, you absolutely want to take time to think about it and do that. And just to put it in perspective, I want to ask you, how many hours do you have to realistically dedicate to building your secret business each week? No matter what it is, maybe it's 5 hours a week only. Maybe it's 10 or 15. I don't know what you realistically have to start with, but you need to decide what you're willing to dedicate to building this business and creating that freedom, to breaking free from survival, to creating a lifestyle that you're looking for, and to ultimately being able to live the life of significance and contribution. And I've seen it happen for myself and many, many other people, but you've got to have the goal, and you have to, be willing to dedicate a bit of time to that. Now, the question is, no matter how much time that is, whether, again, it's 5 to 20 hours a week, how long would you be willing to commit that amount of time per week to achieve each level of freedom? So in other words, would you be able to work at this business part-time on the side of what you're already doing with your family and your job, to be able to break free from the survival phase, to create that lifestyle that you want? Would you put in the 5 hours a week for a year, for a year and a half, 2 years, 6 months? How long would you be willing to really commit that amount of time? Now, think about this realistically again. How long have you been working at your current job? How long has the situation that you're in been the situation that you're in? If you look at the last 5 years, you're probably not making much more today than you were 5 years ago. So, with just a few extra hours a week, how long would you be able, to really commit to that, to build something significant for yourself? And then, look at the next phase of freedom. How much longer would you be willing to commit that amount of time to create the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of? And remember, this is part-time on top of what you're already doing, but creating something different and better for yourself. Would it be worth another 2 years or another 3 years? And how long would you be willing to commit this, little bit of extra time per week, every week, to create that life of significance, to reach the level of contribution that that you were put on this planet for, to really serve your purpose here, not necessarily just to become a top secret agent or an executive or anything like that, but to, fulfill your passions. What would it be worth to you? Would it be another, 3 years or 4 years? Now, the thing is, even if this plan is a 5 to 10 year plan, even if it's a 20 or 30 year plan, isn't having a 5 to 10 year plan better than having a never plan? And the thing is, before you started this business, before you decided to become a secret agent, you were probably on the never plan. We all were. And so even if it takes, a while, and it probably will, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take a lot of hard work, but it's not going to be easy, but it'll be worth it, because otherwise 5 to 10 years are going to go by anyways. And here's what happens when you spend those 5 to 10 years at your job. It's very easy to pass the time this way because it seems very fair. You get equally compensated for the amount of time that you put in, and that's why we put up with it. So you put in an hour of work and you get paid for an hour's worth of time. And we do this, and as time goes by, you find yourself in the same place, trading your time for money. And you're not making really much more money than you were 5 years ago. And again, for most of us, this is true. If we look back on the last 5 years, we're pretty much in the same place that we were 5 years ago. Now, when you build a business, it's going to look and feel totally different. In fact, it almost might feel unfair in the beginning because you're putting in much more time, you can see, than you actually get compensated for. But if you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, this is exactly what it's like. That in the beginning, we put in much more time, and even at the midpoint, you might just start to break even. but eventually you start making more money than the time that you're investing. And eventually you can see that you can reach that time freedom and money freedom. And so that's what we're all in for. This is what real freedom looks like, and this is what the path to freedom looks like. It's going to take time. Of course, it's going to take an investment, but eventually you're, in the beginning, as I say, you're going to work, get paid, and then you're going to work, get paid, and then you're going to work, get paid, and then you're going to work, get paid, and pretty soon you're going to work, get paid, work, get paid, get paid. So that's when it starts to get really fun and really exciting. Now, here's exactly what you want to do to take advantage of the opportunity that you have in your hands. And to do that, you want to know how to get paid. So what I'm going to show you is how to get paid and how to get promoted in this business. So this is the secret to unlocking the compensation plan. And there's just a few steps, and you can do this as quickly as you want to. So this is going to be a great 30 to 90-day plan for you to unlock the entire secret compensation plan. But there's some things that you need to make sure that you have on your top priority checklist. These 4 things you want to take care of A.S.A.P, meaning this week. So what you want to do is, first of all, make sure that you're active. You want to be active right away when you sign up. So when you look in your back office, you're going to notice 2 things next to your name. It's going to say active and qualified. And they'll either be a green check mark or a red X, and you want to have a green check mark by both. Now, you're probably active right now because most likely or hopefully you started with a product purchase, an agent kit, and you're probably not qualified, and I'm going to show you why and how to take care of that. But you want to do that this week. Being qualified is also known as becoming a star in Seacret, and you want to get your E4 credit ASAP again this week, your first week, especially because it is the first week of October, and I'm going to share with you in a sec the significance of that. And you want to get your share in the global customer pool this month. Okay, so these are some first goals to make sure that you're set up to not just unlock the compensation plan, but to get paid. So we're going to run through these. Now, first of all, being active is the most important thing because this allows you to get paid, period. So you absolutely cannot receive any commissions unless you are an active agent. And this also allows you to bank volume. So there's going to be volume that flows through your business, and you may or may not be responsible for that volume. And some of that might come from spillover from the people whose team you're on, and some of it might come from agents that you add and customers that they bring to the business. Regardless, as long as you're active, you are able to bank up that volume. And so it's going to store up. We have what's called a non-flushing binary, which means as long as you're active, every dime, every dollar that flows through your business, you are able to save and cash out when you're eligible. And we'll talk about being eligible in a second. Now, to be considered an active agent, you need to have 200 in total personal volume or 4 VIP customers to be considered active in the company's eyes. Okay, so this means you're actually actively, obviously, going out there and making sales and signing on customers, and therefore are deserving of receiving commissions. However, obviously, it's going to take just a bit to have that 200 in total personal volume and to get your customers. And obviously, the customer orders may fluctuate. And so you want to make sure that bare minimum, you make a personal purchase of 35 BV every single month, every 4 weeks actually, by setting up your replenishment. And this is going to allow you to remain active and to bank volume. So just to break down these terms for you, personal volume is what you buy from your business. So you can buy this product to build up your demonstration kit, to retail to customers, to use for promotions, obviously to build your business, but you're buying it from your business for your business. And so therefore you receive personal volume, and you need less personal volume to be considered active. 35. Total personal volume is the combination of what you buy from your business plus what you sell, what customers buy from your business. So this is not including what agents that you sign up buy because they're shopping from their own business. But when you sign to personal customers, they're buying from your business, and therefore it is contributed to your total personal volume. So your total personal volume needs to be 200 to release residual income. And this can be a combination, of course, of what you buy and what you sell. So let's say your customers, they consume this month 180 of volume, all combined. You can make up that that missing 20 in volume by purchasing it from your business yourself. Okay, so this will make you considered active. The second thing is to be qualified. The reason you want to be qualified is because this is what unlocks the team commission. And initially that will be at 10%. So you're able to not just get paid on your personal volume and your production, but actually the production of what your team does. And this pays to infinity. So your team can grow to thousands and millions of people. And no matter how far down somebody gets started, if they have a wow party, you can get paid 10% of that volume. The way that you become qualified is by personally sponsoring one active agent on the right and the left. So we just talked about active. So you're active and you sign up an active agent on your right team and your left team, and that's going to make you a star, aka qualified. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you get your E4 credit, and this stands for Enroll for Pay No More. Okay, so of course, a huge part in getting into profit mode means being able to operate this business for free. This unlocks free product, and like we talked about, this is product that you're able to use to build your business, to retail to customers, to use for promotions, to build your demonstration kit, and to replenish it. And the best part is that you can be active for free. So your Enroll for Pay No More credit gets automatically applied to your replenishment. So you set up your replenishment. That's going to give you 35 in personal volume, except you're not going to get charged for it because your free product will get applied and deducted from whatever you ordered, allowing you to run this business at 100% profit at no cost out of pocket. So this is a huge and very important goal. All you have to do to qualify for the E4 credit is enroll 4 VIP customers. So they can't be retail, they need to be a la carte or bundle customers within a calendar month. Okay, so this is important to note. Customers run on a calendar month: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Agents operate on a 4-week rolling cycle. So you might have signed up in the middle of the month. Let's say you signed up September 15th, okay? You have 4 weeks to accomplish Superstar and all these kind of things. Everything is going to run on a 4-week cycle, except for anything that has to do with your customers, because customers run on a month-to-month basis. So if you signed up in September and you wanted to get your free product credit for the following month, you would need to get those 4 customers by September 30th, okay, by the end of the month. So as I said, I was going to get to this point. It's the beginning of October, so you have all month to get 4 customers in October to get your free product for November. So you're going to get 25% of the total of all VIP customers and spending in free product. In other words, it takes 4 minimum, but there's no maximum. So you can sign up as many customers as you want in October, and hopefully you sign up lots and lots because it's only the beginning of the month. And whatever your customers order in dollar amount, you're going to get 25% of. So let's say you have 10 customers that spend $100 each, you have $1,000, you're going to get 25% of that, $250 in free product credit for yourself to spend. So this is really exciting. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Some guys, people are not seeing this live, I guess. Okay. So you can receive 25% total. That's really exciting. And like I said, this is going to be automatically applied to whatever the replenishment is that you have set up the following month. So you have all month to get customers and to earn credit in October. Once October ends, you're going to get the total all the way down to the last drop, all the way through October 31st. And then you'll get 25% of that will become available to you November 1st and be applied to whatever replenishment you have set up next month. So that's how that works. You also want to get your share in the global customer pool this month, okay? This is going to give you a monthly bonus on all customers in Seacret Direct worldwide. So that means everyone's customers that you didn't even sign up in countries that you haven't even been to, you can get paid on. And all you have to do to get your piece of the pie, your share in the global customer pool, is have 10 personal customers of your own, right? So 4 customers to get free product, 10 customers to get a share in the global customer pool. Now, once you have 10 customers, every 5 after actually equals an additional share. So in other words, if you had 15 customers, you would have 2 shares, and if you had 20 customers, you'd have 3 shares, so on and so forth. Now, on average, a share has been about $150. Let's just say it was. 3 shares at $150 would be $450 that month, and bonuses, again, on top of what you are already paid for your own customers, which is the 20 to 25% wow bonus and your residuals. Okay. So let's talk about unlocking the rest of the compensation plan. From there, it's very simple. There's just a few steps actually that you need to take, and this is called the Roadmap to Royale, and it is in, you can see the Roadmap to Royale in your starter kit. It's book 3, book 2. And this is going to show you exactly how to do this, give you more details. But I'm just going to give you an overview of what it means and how it unlocks the compensation plan, okay? So when you become a superstar, you're going to unlock double fast start bonuses. And what a fast start bonus is it's a big bonus that you get for introducing a new agent to the team. Like I said, when an agent gets started and they buy product, they're not buying it from you or the company, they're buying it from their own business. However, for introducing them and equipping them with product, you're going to get a little bonus. So when you start out, I need to update this. We have now just 3 kits. That bonus is going to be either $20, $50, or $150. But once you become a superstar, that bonus is going to double, which means you can make $40, $100, or $300 for the same work that you were doing before, just for introducing agents to build your business and build your team. Now, for becoming a superstar, you're going to get a one-time fast start bonus of $200 if you do this in your first 28 days. So we absolutely want to jump on this right away. When you become an executive, you're going to get this really beautiful watch. It's an exclusive watch, so you can't buy it. You have to earn it, and that's going to give you access to higher learning and events, like our leadership event Peak, which is a qualified event. When you become a bronze, this is going to unlock a pay raise all around the compensation structure. So first of all, on your team commission, rather than 10%, you're going to now start making 15%. On your customer commissions, rather than 20% of their first order, you're going to make 25%. Now, these might seem small, like 5% increments, but they're really very big. So let's just take the team commission, for example, and say that your team did $1,000 in volume last week and you were a star and you got paid 10% of that volume, you would get a $100 team commission check. But now this week you get promoted to bronze, your team does the same $1,000 in volume, but rather than 10%, you make 15%, you're going to make $150. So $50 more dollars for a little extra 5%. That's actually 150% pay raise, which is a big deal. On top of that, we now start getting a 20% check match. So this actually allows you to double dip. So now you're getting paid 15% on that team commission. Well, you have people on your team who are getting paid a team commission as well on that same volume that the team did, and you get to get paid on them getting paid on it. So this starts to get really fun and really exciting. That's very powerful because you're actually getting paid for developing leaders and helping them to have success. So you're able to get paid the 20% check match on anyone else on your team who becomes a bronze. And just for becoming a bronze, you're going to receive, again, a one-time $250 rank advancement bonus or an iPad. And then lastly, when you become a Royale, so again, this is 4 simple steps, you are now going to unlock the Drive Your Dream bonus. And this is really exciting. Once you reach this rank, you start to get a big bonus every 4 weeks just for maintaining that volume and that rank. So you're going to get $500 added to everything else that you're doing, all your other commissions. You can spend on anything you want. It doesn't have to be a car. It could be a car, a boat, a plane, a trip, a shoe, a purse, anything that you want and you care about. It's just going to get added to your paycheck to fund your dream. Plus, what's really awesome is the Superstar bonus, which means once you become a Royale agent, anytime anybody in your team becomes a superstar and gets promoted, they're going to get that $200 bonus and you're going to get a $100 bonus. And that is so awesome. Just for becoming a Royale agent, you're going to get a $500 rank advancement bonus. So what this means, guys, in just unlocking the compensation plan and going through this roadmap to Royale and these 4 simple steps, you can actually make $1,550 to $1,750. Okay, so you can literally get in profit mode, make your money back on your agent kit and your total investment just in rank advancement bonuses alone. This doesn't include customer commissions or team commissions or anything else. So, this is a simple way for you to get in profit and productivity mode. And again, we want to try to do this in our first 30 to 60 days. Now, let me teach you exactly how to do it. And you can do it. It's very simple. And I'm actually going to give you exactly the step-by-step formula. So what you need to have success is the success formula. And this means, obviously following a system, having the right strategy to implement that system, and having the right support to accomplish it. But you have to utilize the system, the strategy, and support. So this is kind of the trilogy of success in Seacret. So let's first break down the system. Now, this system is very, very simple. All we do is share the Seacret products and the opportunity. So the company does everything for us, okay? They manufacture the products, they import the products, they warehouse the products, they package them, they ship them, they advertise them, they deliver them, they do all the promotions, they do everything, they pay the commissions. All we have to do is share it. Okay, there's a few ways that we share Seacret. Actually, there's 3 ways. So number 1, we have our 5 wows and 5 minute system. And I'm not going to go through exactly how to break this down. You can watch the training in your back office by going to Training and Tools and the Seacret Agent Bootcamp, then to the 5 wows and 5 minutes video. And there you are going to see 7-figure earner Josh Jenny teaching you exactly how to do it or doing it for you if you're not ready. And in fact, we have a training this upcoming Monday on the Vision Cast on the 5 wows and 5 minutes system. So you definitely don't want to miss that. It's going to be with our diamond agent over on the East Coast. Okay, the second way that we share Seacret is by samples. And you can get samples and have them sent directly to your prospects, no matter where they are in the country, straight from secretsupply.com. So it's $6. You pick the regimen that's right for their skin type, and it's going to go straight to them, including shipping, which is awesome. They're going to get a full and complete regimen. And number 3, we do wow parties. And again, you can learn about the Seacret system in booklet 3, which comes in your agent kit, and also through video 3 in your back office in your Jumpstart wizard that pops up when you log on. So make sure you don't cancel that out, you don't skip it. It's going to take you through this process and all of the how-tos. This is just going to give you an orientation overview. So like I said, we're going to mainly be working by the 5 wows in 5 minutes, and we can use the samples to, keep the system pumping, sending 1 long distance package a week or handing out samples to people. And I'll show you how you can use the recover mask in particular to keep this whole system flowing, to keep that pipeline full and the wheel turning. So, whether we're leading with the opportunity or we're leading with the product, it doesn't matter where someone enters the system or the wheel. We just want it to go full circle so they get to see and experience everything. The system for success is really important to learn. Again, this is going to be in your blueprint on your launch sheet. But system really stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. So you don't want to question it. You don't want to reinvent it. You just want to accept that this is the system for success, all right? The first step in the system for success, and there are 4, is to make a commitment to invest in your business and really treat it like a business. Now, obviously, if it's a business, you want to be investing in it. If you're going to treat it like a hobby, it's just going to be spending money on it. We don't want to spend money. We want to invest money. And so you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up to have success, which means equipping yourself to be able to share Seacret all the 3 ways that we talked about. And therefore, you want to have, all of the products and tools at your disposal to do that. You also want to invest the time that's required, okay? So, as business owners, there's 2 things that we invest, sweat equity and capital. Both are important and indisposable, okay? And it's going to take a combination of the 2. Number 2, you want to do 2 wow parties per week. Now, in the beginning, these are going to be your wow parties. So you want to set up your calendar and, make sure that you're, committed to do this your first month. But eventually, people will start hosting parties for you. You'll get agents, and they'll be launching their business, and you're going to, be doing parties for them. And it's going to spread out like that. But you always want to be having at least 2 parties that you're supporting per week. A party is considered 3 people per party minimum. Obviously, we want more than that. But if it's less than 3 people, it's going to be considered a 2-on-1, a sit-down, or 5 wows in 5 minutes. And you want to do this for 4 consecutive weeks, all right? So like I said, your first 4 weeks, you're committed to launching your business, so having at least those 8 parties, getting products on at least 30 people in 30 days. And then from there, now you've done a grand opening and, you start to build your business and expand from the contacts and the networks that you're building through your launch. But we've got to get launched, and so that's why this is the system for success. Now, let me show you why it's so important and how this can play out, okay? If you do 2 parties per week with 3 people per party, you're going to be introducing the product and the opportunity to at least 6 people per week. Obviously, we want to go for more, but at least 6 people. Okay. Now, if you introduce 6 people per week, and you do that 4 weeks in a row like we talked about, by the end of the month, you'll have introduced 24 people, okay? Now, 24 people out of everybody you know. And this shouldn't be everyone on your list because we want to make a list of, like, everyone that we know, at least 100 people. But 24 minimum, 24 to 30 your first 30 days. Now, let's just say 80% of those people are just going to become customers or not be interested. You're at least going to end up with 4 people who want to join the opportunity, build the business with you, and are committed to the same system for success. Now, like we talked about before you started your Seacret business, you were 100% responsible for your income. But now you have 4 team members, 4 people that are, not working for you, but working with you to build this business and everything that it could be. Now, month 2, those 4 people, they committed a system for success, so they're going to end up with their 4, which means in just 60 days, you have multiplied to 16 team members. Again, a couple months ago, it was just you, 100% doing 100% of the work, but now you are able to start building that network and the leverage. You have 16 team members. Here's where it gets really exciting. In 90 days, if you duplicate that and those 16 people get there for, you have 64 team members. So imagine having a team of 64 people, building this opportunity with you. And of course, that's just considering everything based on only 20%. Okay, the strategy for implementing the Seacret system. This is just, again, to keep your pipeline full, because like I said, we don't want to just talk to 24 people in the whole world that we know. So we need to be constantly, introducing more people and new people, adding prospects to our pipeline. So the strategy is just a way for you to introduce people to the Seacret system, get them to your 5 wows in 5 minutes, get them to your wow parties, build up their exposures before they come to an event or a meeting with you. And so what the golden strategy and why it works is, it's 3 things. First of all, it's a door opener. It's a lead generator for you to build your contact list. Secondly, it's going to be an activity and accountability producer. So it will keep you on track, and that's going to keep your production and your results up. And number 3, it's a consumption and retention increaser. So most importantly, the golden strategy is going to increase your new and your residual volume. And I have a whole webinar and a whole website to explain to you exactly why and how this works. But overall, you just want to know that the golden strategy is your key, your golden key to increasing production, volume, and retention. How it works is really, really simple. You just have to follow a very short, very easy script, and then share a full-size recover mask with 2 people per week. And now anyone can do this. I don't care if you work 40, 60 hours a week. Anyone can find 15 minutes to share a recover mask with 2 people. We're asking for 30 minutes a week, and I'll show you the potential of doing that, okay? So you're going to share a full-size recover mask with 2 people, and then you're just going to simply put them in front of the website, a very professional, very beautiful website where they can watch the product and the opportunity videos. From there, all you have to do is get them on the phone with the expert, someone else. So that person is then going to answer their questions and help them get started or move to the next exposure, which will be the presentation. That'll be your 5 wows in 5 minutes or your wow party. Now, the potential of the golden strategy is that if you just spend that 30 minutes a week getting, recover mask on 2 people, you're going to have 8 brand new exposed prospects in play each month. If you do these 2, this, very consistent, very small amount of activity every week for a year, you'll have 100 quality prospects, 104 hot prospects per year. Now, let's just say 1 out of those 8 prospects per month join you in following the golden strategy, becoming an agent. You're going to be able to multiply this simple, small amount of effort, and you'll have 1,352 prospects per year being introduced to the product and the opportunity on your behalf. Now, from a return investment perspective, you have 8 packets per box, okay? So if you were to nothing but convert those people to customers, you're looking at $32 to $40 profit per packet, which is $256 to $320 profit per box, which means no matter what, even if you just get customers, you absolutely can't lose. You're going to be able to do this without being out of pocket. And even if only 50% of those 8 prospects became a customer, you're still going to be able to do this at no cost and run your strategy and your business for free because you'll get your E4 credit. So let me give you the script, okay? Here's the concept of the script. If you can just remember these 3 bullets, it's really easy. All you have to tell people, if you can remember nothing else, is I have something I want to show you. You may or may not be interested, and it'll only take 15 minutes. Okay, so if nothing else, write that down. I'll show you how you can, kind of strategically play through the script. But it's just I have something I want to show you. You may or may not be interested, and it'll only take 15 minutes. Now, I might put it like this. If I meet someone, let's say it's someone new, maybe it's the barista at the coffee shop, or an old friend that I haven't caught up with a long time, what I'm going to do is share what I do or what my why is. Now, if it's a stranger, I'm probably not going to get into my why right away. I'll probably just talk about what I actually do. Like, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a secretary, whatever it is. If it's someone who knows me better, then I'm going to kind of open up with my mouth. I'm a personal trainer. I work 6 days a week, and, I'm just kind of burnt out. So here's what I'm doing. I'm working with a friend to launch a new division of a high-end company with a patented billion-dollar product. The results are crazy, or they're unbelievable. And then you can show them a before and after photo. You can text them before and after photo if you're doing this by text or over the phone. It all works. And then, especially if you're talking to someone who you're just going to say, I have a small favor to ask, but I mean the world to me. We're looking for 2 things right now. People who would be willing to look 10 years younger in 15 minutes. We're looking for some models. And we're looking for people who might be interested in helping us to spread the word, get free product for it, or even get paid. Now, I know you're probably not interested, or you might not be, but I'm working on referrals, and I'm willing to give you a full $44 treatment if you'll just let me get a before and after photo and get some feedback from you. Okay, so this is a little bit more advanced version, but I'll give you the psychology of why this works every single time with everybody. Okay, so first of all, when you say what it is that you do, or what your why is, it makes you very real and relatable. So you don't have to pretend that suddenly you've become the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, or you're having more success than you actually are. You can be, exactly who you are. And the other thing is, some people might not relate to why you would do skincare, why you would do network marketing. Maybe you're already successful in what you do. They might not understand, but what they can understand and can relate to is your why, your reasons for starting the business. So whether it's, wanting to provide a better life for your family, or to have more freedom and flexibility, or create a, more fun and lifestyle for yourself, you can share that, and you can probably rest assured that they feel the same way. When you say I'm working with a friend, again, that takes it takes the burden, takes the weight off of you, and lets you defer to someone else. And this also sets up for the three-way call. So now when you put that expert on the phone or on the line, it's not going to be weird or strange, because you already told them that you're working with someone else and you're helping them. So now that person's going to help you, and they're going to be the expert and answer the questions. When we say I have a small favor to ask, that just kind of plays the ego. So this way, whether this is someone that you look up to, or someone that looks up to you, or thinks you should look up to them, it doesn't matter. It's going to make them feel good and feel important. And of course, our friends and family are usually willing to help us out. And the reason we say we're looking for 2 things is because, of course, we want to share the product and the opportunity. And so we don't know where we might find someone. Someone might not be open or interested in skincare, but they might be intrigued by making extra money or getting things free. And vice versa. Someone might not be open to business, but they may be intrigued by the product, by looking 10 years younger in 15 minutes. And when we say I'm working on referrals, and that they may or may not be interested, this takes the pressure off of them. So, automatically they're going to think that you want them to buy or to join. And this, just kind of shifts that whole energy and that vibe, and calls the elephant in the room, takes the pressure off. And lastly, when we say I can give you this $44 treatment, if you do this for me, give me your feedback, or let me get your before and after photo, you create an exchange and take advantage of the law of reciprocity. And so people expect to give when they're given to, or they're happy to. So this just makes it very easy, very natural. Anyone can use the script. It works, again, for everyone, with everyone. So really, you can get this script online, and I'll give you the resources that, like I promised, in just a bit. So very quickly, the reason we want to use Recover Mask, although they're all kind of samples and we want to share all of our products, but we want to lead with the best, because this is a product that's exclusive to our company. It's our patented flagship product. It gives the most immediate and the most impressive results, so it doesn't leave for a lot of follow-up time. People don't need to say, I want to try it for a week, anything like that. Also, it offers very unique rejuvenating technology, and these are clinically documented results. And most importantly, this is our highest profit margin product. So you're going to have the greatest return on investment as far as what you invest in the product. And again, we want to invest in our business, not spend money on our business. So of course, there are lots of products that you could buy to stay active, but we want to use the Recover Mask because we have the highest profit return. Remember, you can earn up to $320 profit on one box of Recover Mask, versus let's say we buy one foot cream, which might be a third of the cost up front, but our return on investment is, probably very low. Likewise, this is going to have the greatest volume. So as you have customers consuming the Recover Mask, as you have agents doing the golden strategy, it's going to give you 3 times the volume of the minimum replenishment. And most importantly, for retention purposes, this is going to give you the most calculated consumption, the most predictable recurring volume. Because when you have agents on your team who are committed to the golden strategy, they're going to have exactly a 1 month supply. And so you're going to have that volume flowing through every 30 days. And customers who are using Recover Mask as a treatment once a week are going to consistently have a 2 month supply. So just that alone is going to increase your volume by having those customers order an extra 2 times per year. Okay, lastly, let's move on to support. So this is the third in the trifecta of the formula for success. And what support is using third party, okay? Third party means using a tool or an expert. Basically means using anything but you to tell the story. So anytime you're talking or presenting, you want to be pointing to something else or telling someone else's story or letting someone else tell it for you. And when you want to use support or third party is basically all the time. You always want to use third party in everything that we do to prospect, present, to follow up, and to close. Oops. Okay, so let's look at the tools that you have, the third-party support that you have. For prospecting and approaching, obviously you have the script that's going to be consistent every time. You have the product that's the #1 tool in your toolbox. You never want to be doing a presentation without putting product on somebody. We have exposure videos that tell the story and testimonials for you. We have the website. And when we're presenting, again, always putting the product on people, using the flip book, the wish list or skincare questionnaire that comes in your agent kit. Initially, it's going to look like a booklet of order forms, but if you flip through, you'll see that it also has a skincare questionnaire on one side and the wish list on the other. Your 5 Wows in 5 Minutes trifold sheet that comes in your agent kit, the webinars like this, and 3-way calls. And so all you have to do is use those tools to move people through the scale from exposure to exposure. So we're going to start by moving them up the ladder from small exposures to larger exposures. So as you can see on one end of the scale, we're moving people from a little bit of information to more information, from fewer people involved to more people involved, and from less commitment to more commitment. And by doing this, we can move someone through the process of going from interested to making a decision. So we'll start with something small, like maybe a sample or a demonstration, the Recover Mask, the nail buffer, and then we're going to send them to another exposure, like the videos, which now is going to take, instead of a few seconds, maybe a few minutes, give them more information. From there, we can move to a 3-way call, where someone is going to, again, be able to give them more information. They're going to be introduced to someone other than you. It's live, so it's a bit more commitment. And when you go into a webinar, someone's going to get even more information, okay? So that could be like our business overview that we have on Tuesday nights, where they're now going to see more people, hear more testimonials and stories. They're going to get much more detailed information on the compensation plan and the product. A 5 Wows in 5 Minutes is going to do, similarly the same thing. A wow party is where they're going to be able to try more products. And eventually we can get to a live event that we have once a month, like our regional event, and ultimately our convention. But again, we're just going to move someone through the series of exposures until they're ready to make a decision. And so all you have to do is find out what people are looking for, what information they need more, and then move them in that direction. Move them towards more information. So you're just going to, point people towards the solution. And, when you're using support, you have to realize the first step to success is getting out of your own way. As you can see in all of this, you're just pointing and directing. You're just using the tools, the third party, to move someone along through the process. You're not doing some big convincing scheme. You're not doing some snazzy presentation. You're just giving them one more piece of the pie by giving them another tool and then another tool. And really, exposure is everything, okay? Only 2 to 3% of people are going to get started after, 1 or 2 follow-ups or exposures. 5% will get started on the 3rd exposure, 10% on the 4th. Really, most people are going to get started between their 5th and 12th contact with you. Or contact with the product and the opportunity. So the average person is going to make a decision to get started between their 5th and 7th exposure. And so you just know this going in, so you can be, prepared and realistic and understand that's why we move people from exposure to exposure from one tool to the next tool. Of course, you never know, when someone's gonna get started or make a decision. So that's why you want to have, 10 people in play all the time. And play means somebody that hasn't said yes or hasn't said no. So they haven't made a decision yet. That means that they are still on that scale somewhere, moving through the series of exposures. And, once they do say yes, you're going to get them started. And when they say no, you're going to move them off the list and replace them with someone else. But you always want to have 10 people that you're working with at all time to keep your business going. And if you don't have 10 people, you're not going to have a lot of momentum, and you're going to kind of be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. So what you want to do is kind of fill your pipeline, fill your playlist first, and then keep adding people, as you go, so that you're always working, you're always in business. And this is going to keep a lot of frustration at bay, because people will be getting started at different points. And we're almost done here. So as I promised, I want to give you those resources that I was talking about. The first one is the goldenstrategy.com. That is a really important website to check out, do some homework, learn about the golden strategy, why it works, how it works. And also this is where you can get access to the scripts, the webinars and trainings. Everything is there on that website for you. See to Believe is the website that you can put your prospects on while they're watching the mask. So again, it's a 15-minute mask, and there's 15 minutes of videos to watch while they have the mask on. So you can set this very quick, very short 15-minute appointment with someone. You don't have to do any talking. All you have to do is put the mask on them, put them in front of your iPad, your phone, whatever it is, put them on this website, have them watch videos 1, 2, and 3 while they watch the mask, and then get them on the phone with me, with your sponsor, with anyone in your support team to answer their questions. Now, lastly, you want to go to Basic Agent Training, and you want to go here to register for the Vision Cast. The Vision Cast is one of the most important things that you absolutely want to plug into. This is every Monday at 7 p.m. and this is, the one company-sponsored event from HQ that you can consistently rely on to get trainings and announcements straight off the press. It takes several days for the recording to get posted, so it's very critical to try to be on this live on Mondays, because sometimes it's very time sensitive. So if we have promotions and announcements that are only live until the end of the pay period, and you don't hear about it because you don't get to watch it until Thursday or Friday, you're going to miss out. And so make sure you try to put that in your calendar and be on the Vision Cast on Mondays at 7 p.m. The link to it goes out every week, is new. And also we have the company-sponsored business overview, as I alluded to. So this is a webinar with one of the top secret agents in the company, sharing the opportunity with your prospects. And that's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. So put those things in your calendar. Make it a goal to have guests on that webinar every single week. And have your agents on your team that are joining on the Vision Cast every single week. If you want some help learning how to do a wow party, you can go to wowpartytraining.com. This is a Vimeo album. It's a 3-part video series in which you'll see me doing an actual wow party and explaining all the psychology, behind, what I do and what I say. So we'll go through the pre-party, the presentation, and closing. Also, you want to take out your phone and send a text message right now to 88588. This is very, very important because it's going to subscribe you to reminders and announcements straight from headquarters. So they don't spam you, but they will remind you and give you the link for the vision cast every week. If there's any changes or announcements, you're gonna be the first to hear about it. So you want to take that very, very seriously. So send a text message with the word secret to the number 88588. Also, like I said, there's a new Getting Started wizard that pops up when you log into your back office for the first time. Make sure that you don't skip this. You actually go through it. Lastly, I want to set the expectations, like I said, and your goals. So first of all, we have lots of resources and tools for you. But you really have to make sure that you're doing your part on your end to have success. So these are the 10 core commitments that no matter what, you want to make sure that you're doing to ensure that your business is going to be successful. First of all, obviously, you want to be a product of the product. So you want to use your personal regimen every day. The most important thing is that you're a walking billboard and that you have your own story and your own testimonial, and you know how to share the products because you use them. Secondly, you want to make sure that you equip yourself and all agents with product, which means you are active every month and never, ever go inactive. Number 3, you want to commit to personal development, okay? So work just as much on growing yourself as you do growing your business, if not more. Read at least 10 pages of a book a day. We have lots of recommendations. And listen to at least 15 minutes of audio a day. Also, make sure that you plug into communication like we talked about. I gave you all of those resources, the vision cast, these webinars with your team. Make sure that you're part of the Facebook group. If you haven't been added, ask your sponsor to add you. And then we want to be adding people to our pipeline like I talked about. So make 2 contacts per day. They may or may not be prospects right away, but keep building your network so you can keep growing your business. Number 6, like we talked about with S4S, you want to commit to doing 2 parties per week, whether they're your personal parties for your team or people are hosting for you. And number 7, you want to share 2 recover masks with 2 people per week. So bare minimum, set aside 30 minutes, make 2 15-minute appointments with a couple people that wouldn't mind looking 10 years younger in 15 minutes. It's a very, very simple process that's going to keep your pipeline full with 8 new prospects every single month. And that is going to definitely keep you in business and motion. Send out 1 long distance package a week. And like I said, you can do that by straight from secretsupply.com. And it's going to track the order for you. It's going to tell you when your prospect got their product and if they open the video and they watch that. So it's going to really help you to grow your business long distance. Very efficient system. And probably one of the most important things is to make sure you're committed to being at all the national events. So our next event coming up is actually a roadshow, which means that Seacret is going to be coming somewhere near you. So we're going to have a convention in California, in Maryland, in Canada, and 1 mystery location, hopefully Hawaii. And so you want to register for Accelerate as soon as possible because as time goes on, the rates do go up, but this is definitely non-negotiable because there are only a couple, big events per year, and this is your business really doesn't start until you go to the national event. And then lastly, you want to commit to the process. Understand that success is a process. And so plan to be here a year from now doing steps 1 through 9. Don't come into this saying, well, let me see if I make my money back or let me see if this works, okay? You don't get started to make your money back. You get started to change your life. And like we talked about, you want to have a 5-year plan. And to do that, you didn't want this to be a get-rich-quick scheme when you signed up. So don't expect it to be a get-rich-quick get-rich-quick scheme after you sign up. Okay, let's talk about your goals. So your main first goal, as we talked about in Unlocking the Comp Plan, is to go superstar. So let's focus on that and show you exactly how to get that done. First of all, when you log into your back office, you can click here on the quick link to your snapshot, and then you'll open up the Jumpstart tab with a little check mark, and you'll see exactly how many days you have left as superstar. And it'll tell you your exact 28-day deadline to get the extra $100 bonus. So whenever you hit superstar, you're going to get $100. But if you do this in your first 28 days in the business, you're going to get an extra $100. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. So put that day in your calendar so you know your deadline, you know your goal. Now to hit superstar, as you can see, there's a few requirements. So first of all, you are required to personally have 300 in total personal volume or 4 VIP customers. So this is what superstar looks like. You have, yourself needs to first become superstar eligible by having the 300 total personal volume or the 4 customers, and then you want to sponsor 1 agent on the right and the left who are also superstar eligible. Now there's a little shortcut that you can take where you can actually skip the 4 preferred customers by getting started with a wow set. And now obviously you need product to start your business anyways. But if you get started with this middle set, you can actually bypass the 4 customers and just get your kit, and that's going to make you superstar eligible. And the same works for the agents that you introduce. So if they get started with a wow set, they are going to become superstar eligible, and that's going to make you a superstar. So that's just a little shortcut by properly equipping yourself with product. But there are 3 agent sets. The wow set gives you the 300 in total personal volume, so that's why it allows you to bypass having to get the 4 customers first. But as we talked about, there are 3 ways that we share Seacret. We do the 5 and 5 sit downs where we lead with the opportunity, and we share our wow factor products. And this gives you all of those wow factor products in one kit, including the green line. So you have the thermal mask, you have our amazing M4 magnetic mask, the peeling gel, nail buffer, salt and oil scrub, all for only $249. The Wow Starter Kit is going to make you superstar eligible, and this also, in addition to the Wow Factor products, gives you some facial regimen to do. So you can start to take someone through the basic 3 steps in our flip chart, which is to cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. So here you actually get a moisturizer for both the foundational line and the age-defying line, which is, a really huge advantage to our new Wow Starter Kit. So when you're going out there and you're introducing people at your wow parties, you have something for both the foundational regimen and the age-defying. And what's exciting in this kit is you actually get the Recover Mask. So now you can start demonstrating this in your wow parties. And then lastly, ultimately, we have the Professional Starter Set. And this one, I'm going to spend a little bit more time explaining. The Professional Pack gives you your complete business tools. So it gives you everything you need to do the full Seacret system. Gives you the 5 wells in 5 minutes products, the Wow Factor products. It also gives you samples. So you get 75 mud soaps, you get peeling gel samples. So you can, be handing those out. You can be growing your business through samples right away, like we were talking about, and it's already paid for. And it gives you all the tools you need to do the wow party. So this actually gives you everything for the complete regimens, not just foundational, the simple foundational and age-defy, but it also gives you your serums and all the moisturizers for normal skin, oily skin, combination skin, and dry skin, including the full age-defying line. So you have the Wow Factor age-defying serum, which is probably the biggest thing. And you also get double of most of the Wow Factor products, like the peeling gel, the M4 magnetic mask, the Recover mask. So that's really exciting. And it gives you some extra products that you can actually go out there and retail. The best thing about this kit is that it codes you as a bronze for 12 weeks. So this kit, because you're taking Seacret a little bit more seriously, they're going to pay you a bit more seriously. So they're actually going to pay you as a bronze director for 3 months while you earn your way there. And just to remind you, being paid as a bronze means a 15% commission on your team volume instead of 10, 25 on your personal customer commissions, and unlocks the 20% check match. And here's what's really exciting. Anyone who gets started on a professional set is going to be coded as a bronze for 12 weeks as well, which means you're going to be able to get a check match on their team commission right away. And if you introduce your first 2 agents with a pro pack like you have, you're not only going to become a star, a superstar, but you're going to become an executive agent all at one time. So this kit definitely gives you a big jump start and a big shortcut through those first few steps of the unlocking the compensation plan. From there, you just have to, make a small jump to bronze and to royale. Now, here's the good news. No matter where you got started, you can upgrade to any package anytime. You can do one upgrade, and if you do it within your first 4 weeks of enrollment, so signing up as a customer, you're going to get all the full benefits, meaning getting paid as a bronze agent. So lastly, I want to give you your assignments, your mission. Okay, so here's what you want to do as I leave you. Again, you want to have your master plan for launching your business. So write this down. You want to set up your replenishment. This is your to-do list. You want to make a contact list of at least 100 people. And you want to schedule your parties. So schedule all 2 parties for the first 4 weeks. So you want to have 8 parties on your calendar tonight. Okay, so don't wait to launch your business, because you want to make sure you give people notice and time to get there, and you can filter in. And then you're simply going to start every day contacting and inviting, 8 to 10 people from your list to the WOW party using the script and the proven strategy that I showed you. And lastly, you want to accept Mission Cabo. So let's walk through these. You want to maintain active status in order to release your commissions and to bank all binary volume. This is also going to allow you to utilize your free credit, because as I said, your free credit is going to be automatically applied to your replenishment. So if you don't have a replenishment set up and you earn free product this month, you're going to miss it or lose it. All of your free product credit must be applied to one order, and it does not roll over or carry forward, okay? So if you have $100 in free product credit, make sure you have a $100 replenishment set up for November so that you use it all, because if you had $150, that $50 is not going to carry forward to December, and you're not going to be able to use it in a second order. And lastly, the replenishment is a great way for you to complete your product line, your product collection, and have everything you need to do all of your demonstrations. So for example, you can collect the new hairlines. You can get more of the body products, like we have body mud, we have all kinds of fun things. And most importantly, you want to have your recover mask in the replenishment, as I said, so that you can invest in your business, because the recover mask is really going to keep prospects in your pipeline and money in your pocket. So we don't want to spend money on products that are just fun or intriguing if you don't have products to actually build your business. So don't get body mud if you're not going to be demonstrating it, and even if you retail it, you're going to make $20 when you could have recover mass that's going to add new prospects to your business. So here's how you set up your replenishment. Again, you're going to go into your back office, click on the replenishment box, and then a window is going to pop up, and you can either pick shop now or create a bundle. When you create a bundle, it's going to allow you to pick any 3 products, and it's going to give you an extra savings on these 3 products. So you can actually get recover mask for only $89.99. Now, no matter what products you put in there, and again, like I said, try to collect the full line, so get all the products that you don't have from your kit, but make sure you always have recover mask in there so that you can keep building your pipeline, keeping your business operational. Like we talked about, you want to make that contact list of at least 100 people. And here's why: because your network is your net worth. And so that's why you want to make a list of absolutely everyone that you know you know. Now, you get paid for building a network here. Now, of course, not everyone is going to be interested, not everyone is going to buy, and not everyone is going to join. And that is not the list that I need you to make. You don't need to make a list of people who are going to be interested, who are going to buy and join. You need to make a list of everyone you know you know. And the reason is because you don't know who those people know. Well, or maybe you do. But there's a second list, which is everyone that you know you don't know. And a lot of times people want to go out there and try to talk to these people because they think for some reason they're going to be more interested, more likely to buy or to join than the people that they do know, because we tend to prejudge them. But the thing is, to get to those people, you really do that by talking to everyone that you know, and that opens up the second list of everyone you don't know. But what's more important is that those people are going to open up the third and most important list, which is everyone that you don't know. And obviously, this is not a list you can make. You can't go out there and make a contact list of people to introduce Seacret to that you don't know. But if you talk to everyone you know, they'll lead you to everyone you don't know, and that's going to help you find the people you don't know. And those are the people who are most likely going to be interested, who are going to buy, who are going to join, and who are going to make the greatest impact on your life and your business. But you will never reach those people if you don't make a list of absolutely everyone you know. So this is how you build a network, and this is how you increase your net worth, is by creating a massive database of everyone you know. Okay, once you have that list, like I said, you want to start contacting those people and inviting them. And so you first have to have your parties scheduled. And you don't want to just have them on your calendar, but you want to have them on your sponsor or your support team's calendar, because someone is probably going to be there helping you do your first few presentations. And so you need to do this right away so you can coordinate with them. Obviously, they have a lot of other people who are launching their businesses and are very busy. So you want to make sure that you're able to block off some time with them to do the 5 wells and 5-minute sit-downs, 3-way calls, and parties for you. And then lastly, and most importantly, we want to announce the next agent destination mission, which is Mission Cabo. So like I said, absolutely everyone wants to accept Mission Cabo because this is going to be the event of the year. This is when all the Seacret agents are going to be partying together in Mexico. And this is really where everything happens. So, it's more than a convention. It has to be earned. And so this is made by the pace setters. It's made by the, it's an event with the champions, the winners, the people who set themselves apart from everyone else, and really say, what, we're the heartbeat of the company. We're the future of the company. And so you can actually earn an all-expensive paid, all-inclusive trip to Mexico with the CEO, with the founders of the company, with diamond agents, with the cabinet members, the 7-figure earners, the 6-figure earners. Everyone's going to be there. So here's how you can qualify. You can earn a trip one of 2 ways: by either your personal accrued points or by the total points that are accrued by your team. Now, this doesn't start until you become a silver or a platinum agent, so everyone should really be focusing on getting their personal points. It's going to be the easiest way anyway. So as you accrue points, you are going to earn more and more rewards for the trip. So here's what you're going to get, okay? If you want to just get on the trip, if you just want to qualify to be there, you need at least 150 points. So you'll fly yourself there, but then once you get there, drinks and the food and activities and all the fun is going to be included. So you just, bare minimum want to make sure you get there. That's going to take 150 points. And if you get 175 points, so just 25 more, you not only get the trip, but you actually get your airfare included. And then lastly, if you get 250 points, so it's not even double, you get to bring someone with you. So a spouse or a friend, whoever you want, which is really exciting and awesome. So let me tell you what these points mean and how you get them, okay? These are called lifetime points. And here's how you earn lifetime points. You get points for everything that you should be doing and want to be doing to build your business and get paid anyways. That's the awesome thing. So obviously, we want to share secrets so we can get customers and we can get customer getters, which are agents. So every time you enroll a customer, you're going to get 1 lifetime point. But here's what's really exciting is every time that customer orders again, you get another point. So this contest runs all the way through February 28th, which means you have October, November, December, January, and February, 5 months. Now, let's say you add 5 customers every month, and you get those customers to order every single month. You get them on a 30-day regimen. You set them up with a plan to order 5 months worth of products over the next 5 months. Then you're going to get 5 points each month, but you're also going to get 5 points every time they order again, which means just in customers, that's 25 points. Okay, so you can get more than, obviously, we want to go through the PC pool. So if you got, 10 customers and they ordered every month, that's 100 points right there. But you also get a point for every active agent that you enroll. So an active agent is an agent who signs up and they get enough product to make them considered active, 35 BV, which would be a replenishment. But if your agents get enrolled with kits, which again, remember, that's one of our core commitments, is to equip everyone with product, you're going to get more points. So every time you enroll someone with a small kit, which is our 5 and 5 kit, as we talked about, you're going to get 3 points instead of 1. If they enroll with the middle set, our WOW set, as we talked about to do the WOW parties, they're going to get 6 points. So you'll get 3 times as many. And for every Pro Pack agent, you're going to get 26. So all you'd have to do is really introduce 1 agent a month with a professional kit, and you are going to be in Mexico. And regardless, you want to be, accruing lifetime points and building your business, because you can cash in these points for prizes. If you don't go on the trips, save them up towards things like the MacBook Pro. Did you know this computer that I'm doing this webinar is actually paid for by Seacret? I earned it with my lifetime points, and you can too. So, no matter what, always be focused on accruing lifetime points and saving them up. But you definitely want to be in Cabo. And here's the thing, you want to be working towards this every month. Obviously, you want to be getting about 25 points a month, 30 points a month, sorry. But you can actually win every week and get recognized for this work weekly on our National Vision Cast with our 7-figure earner and our diamond agents and our founders. So every week on the Vision Cast, we're going to recognize the top recruiter for the week. So you don't have to be the best in the company for the year or the month, just for the week. Just go out there and have a great week. Introduce some agents, and I promise you guys, it doesn't take a lot to be the best. You would be surprised. Look at the numbers of the top recruiters, and you'll realize that absolutely any of you can do it. We're also going to recognize the top VIP customer enrollers. And at the end of each month, we'll recognize the person who has the top lifetime points for the month. And here's the thing is, these people get recognized every week, and they get a prize. So you get a special prize from the company that's going to be shipped right to you. You might get Recover Mask, and I told you what that can do for your business. Salt and oil scrub, all kinds of awesome, amazing prizes. And we love to see you on the Vision Cast getting recognized and getting promoted. So with that, guys, I'm going to stop the webinar and see if anyone has any questions. I realized that for some reason this wasn't connecting to the live stream. But just very excited to meet all of you. Make sure that you connect, have your sponsor, whoever introduced you, introduce them to me. Love to get to know your story and your why, and see how I can support you and what your goals are. With that, thanks guys for jumping on, and we'll see you next week with your new agent on the same place at the same time, goseacret.com, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great week.